Shalom, Rabbi.
Shabbat Shalom.
I guess we're broadcasting now, so say Shabbat Shalom to all of our friends.
I did. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's good to be with all of you. And welcome to all of those of you on Facebook Live. You can say hello to me and us and to each other. Some of you popped up already on my screen, but let's start with a few songs to warm up our spirits for Shabbat and get us started.
Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. We're gonna clap our hands. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. We're gonna clap our hands. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. We're gonna wiggle our fingers, gonna clap our hands. We're so glad Shabbos is here. We're gonna wiggle our fingers, clap our hands. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. We're gonna nod our heads, wiggle our fingers, clap our hands. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. We're gonna nod our heads, wiggle our fingers, clap our hands. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. We're gonna shout, hooray! Gonna nod our heads, wiggle our fingers, clap our hands. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. Shout, hooray! Gonna nod our heads, wiggle our fingers, clap our hands. We're so glad Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. We're so glad Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. Oh, yeah. Bim, bum, bim, 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 bum. Bim, 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 bum. Yubby, bubby, bubby, bim, bum. Bim, 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 bum. Bim, 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 bum. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 shalom. Shabbat, 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 shalom. Shabbat, 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 shalom. Shabbat, shalom. Shabbat, shalom. Shabbat, 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 shalom. Shabbat, shalom. Shabbat, shalom. Shabbat, 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 shalom. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam. Yubby, bubby, bubby, bim, bam. Bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam. we oh oh, we oh oh, we oh oh oh, we oh oh oh, we oh oh oh, oh oh oh, we oh oh, we oh oh, we oh oh oh, we oh oh oh, we oh oh oh. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. How great it is for brothers and sisters to hang out on this day. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. How great it is for brothers and sisters to hang out on this day. We oh oh, we oh oh, we oh oh oh, we oh oh oh, we oh oh oh. How great it is for brothers and sisters to hang out on this lovely day. How great it is for brothers and sisters to hang out on this day. We oh oh, we oh oh, we oh oh oh, we oh oh oh, we oh oh oh, oh oh oh. Rabbi, you're muted.
Shabbat Shalom again, everybody, and welcome to more have joined us since we last wished you Shabbat Shalom at the beginning. We're going to move into kindling our Shabbat lights, and going to, they're right there behind Cantor Paul. Whoops. We'll make 3 circles, 1 circle for ourselves and 1 circle for our family, 1 circle for all the people in the world, and we'll join in our blessing. You're muted, Cantor.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu v'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We are going to continue bringing in Shabbat, singing Lecha Dodi, and welcoming the Shabbat presence into our homes and into our hearts.
Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabla. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabla. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, umevorach. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, umevorach. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabla. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabla.
We are going to continue with Baruch Hu, our call to prayer. If you're in a place that you're able to stand and still stay connected to the community through your computer, to do that. Otherwise, sit up a little straighter. We'll join in Baruch Hu.
Lai la la lai lai la la lai. Lai la la lai 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 lai. Lai la la lai 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 la 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 lai. Lai la la lai 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 lai. Lai la 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 lai la 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 lai. Lai la 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 lai lai lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed.
We connect ourselves to the Holy One and to all that is, all people and all things, the oneness of the world. Join in singing Shema Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
We continue with our song of freedom, Mi Chamocha.
Ya bim 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 bye, ya ba bim ba bim bye, ya ba bim 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 bye, ya bye ba bim bye, ay 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 ay, ya ba bim bye, ay 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 ay, ya ba bim bye. Mi chamocha, davelim Adonai, mi chamocha, nedar bakodesh, no ratihilot, oh say felle, no ratihilot, oh say felle, ya bam bim bim bye, ya bam bim bye, ya bam bim bye, ya bam bim bye, ay 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 ay, ya bam bim bye, ay 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 ay, ya bam bim bye, 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 ay 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 ay, ya bam bim bye, ay 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 ay. Ya bye bye,
Ya bye-bye,
ya bye bye,
ya bye-bye,
ya bye bye,
ya bye-bye,
ya bye bye,
ya bye-bye.
ya bye bye.
Ba 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 bye.
Bim bye.
We are now going to connect ourselves to our parents and our grandparents and our great-grandparents, everybody, all the way back to Abraham and to Sarah. We'll begin with words asking God to open our lips and our hearts so that we can declare God's goodness and praise, and then we'll join in our Avot Ve'imahot prayer, our connection to those who came before.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agite hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips so that I can pray to you with all my heart. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Velohei avotenu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Velohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Velohei Leah Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Vezrat Sarah.
Amen. And we now join in our song of Torah. Torah is what shapes our lives as Jews and gives us a path on which to walk. It is a tree of life. To those who hold fast to it, all who support it are happy.
Eitz Chaim hi lemachazikim ba betomcha Moshar Eitz Chaim hi lemachazikim ba betomcha Moshar. Shalom, 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 shalom. Hey, the tree of life, to those who hold fast to it, all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life. To those who hold fast to it, all who embrace it are happy. Shalom, 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 shalom.
All right, I'm going to share a story with all of you. Rabbi Simcha, known as the Pious One, went off on a journey. Life was not easy for Rabbi Simcha. He was always traveling from one town to the next. He had no real home and endured a countless trip of small towns, one after the other, after the other. On this trip, as he climbed into the carriage that would bring him to Smyrna, he wedged himself in among other passengers. There was a large man with a long black beard and two huge bags on his lap. He took up the whole seat across from where Rabbi Simcha squeezed himself into a space. Next to him sat a woman with a bird cage covered with richly embroidered crimson silk cloth. Both traveling companions looked at the rabbi and smiled weakly. "This is none of my business, I know," said the huge man, "but I think you would be much better off if you brought your bags inside the carriage. Even if they are secured tightly to the baggage rack, there is always a chance that the rough roads will jostle them right off the carriage. Then where would you be? Yes, take my advice and you will do well. Everyone takes my advice. Everyone who takes my advice does well." "Your words do sound wise to my ears," replied Rabbi Simcha, "but they are wasted on me. I have no bags, no luggage, no belongings except one very special treasure that I keep hidden in a special place." "What? You have no luggage, no belongings? Exclaimed the woman. She could not believe her ears. I don't know what I would do if I did not have my beautiful clothes and jewelry. Don't you find them exquisite? She asked Rabbi Simcha. And as he opened his mouth to respond, she went right on speaking, leaving Rabbi Simcha's mouth wide open so that a fly found its way inside and back out again. Why, if I did not have my prized bird, Seep Seep, I don't know what I would do. She is the most beautiful creature you have ever seen, isn't she? Again, the rabbi opened his mouth to respond and was left with a mouthful of fresh air because once more she continued without waiting for a response. I own only beautiful things. Don't you agree? This time Rabbi Simcha smiled his response. He was not about to risk eating flies again. You think that fancy pigeon is something special, challenged the big man across the carriage. Just take a look at the stones I have in this bag, precious stones from all over the Mediterranean. And he opened his bag just enough for the sparkle of the gems to blind the rabbi with their brilliance. For hours upon hours, Rabbi Simcha sat and listened to his travel companions. Listening was all he could do. They never stopped talking about all of this stuff. But along the way, when they arrived in town, the luggage was taken and the bird was taken from the carriage, and then it was stolen. Everything was taken. The man's bag of gems, the woman's coat and hat, even Seep Seep was removed and whisked away. His travel companions, the rabbi's companions, were filled with grief, and Rabbi Simcha spent the rest of the trip trying to make them feel better as they made arrangements for the things they had lost. I'm ruined, cried the man. I have nothing without my gems. Seep Seep, my beautiful Seep Seep, my fur, my hat, my jewels. What will I do? My life is over, sobbed the woman. Finally, they arrived in Smyrna. They departed the carriage and went on their own separate ways. They heard that there was a great visitor in town. Maybe this great sage can advise me about how I can restore my wealth and recover my gems, thought the man. So he headed over to the marketplace and waited to meet the special visitor. It was very crowded and hard to see. Suddenly, the crowd began to part down the middle to make way for the guest of honor. When the part reached him, the man could not believe his eyes. It was none other than Rabbi Simcha. Immediately, the rabbi noticed his carriage neighbor and approached him. All during our trip, you bragged of your wealth and your reputation, yet when we were robbed, your fame was stolen as well. My treasure was the knowledge of Torah, which I keep here, inside. When gems are stolen, when silver tarnishes, when beauty fades, my treasure will remain as brilliant and valuable as ever. Then Rabbi Simcha turned to the crowd that had assembled to hear him teach. The learning that we do, the wisdom that we gain throughout our lives can never be taken from us. It will always be a part of who we are. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to you and all my friends. Shabbat candles are burning bright right there. Shabbat candles burning bright. Shabbat candles are burning bright. Let us know it's Friday night. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to you and all my friends. With Shabbat Challah, good to eat. Shabbat Challah, so good to eat. Shabbat Challah, it's good to eat. It's a special Shabbat treat. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to you and all my friends. With Shabbat day, it's my favorite day. Shabbat day, my favorite day. Shabbat day, it's my favorite day. It's the day I get to say Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to you and all my friends.
Yeah, Shabbat Shalom, all my friends. So good to have had you with us today. Just a few announcements. So we gather those who wish tomorrow at 6:45 for Havdalah. So our Havdalah tomorrow is at 6:45. That's a change from the 7 o'clock time we've been using. So 6:45 we'll gather for Havdalah for those who can join us. And also, it's we have our Intro to Judaism class has been going on. We've had a couple of sessions. If it's something you're still interested in participating in, we can help you make up the classes that you've missed. This would be much later. It's going to be too late to join the class. So if you're able to join and you're still interested, please contact Cantor Paul or me, and we will help you with that and to get engaged. Speaking of being engaged, my I Engage Together and Apart Israel Peoplehood class, Israel and American Jews and Peoplehood, resumes on Tuesday evening. Any other announcements you have, Cantor Paul?
Not in particular. I do plan to be on Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. to share a little bit of music with you, and look forward to whoever is able to join us for that this coming Tuesday.
That's terrific. Thank you. And we will sorry, I got a little, we will end now with our family blessing. So if you gather people around you, your family members, and bring them close, we will offer a Shabbat blessing for all of you.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you with good and keep you safe.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God be with you and be kind to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom shalom.
May you always know that God is close, and may God give you the gift of peace. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. See you all soon.
Shabbat Shalom. See y'all soon. Take care.